What's up, guys? Captain Blair Wiggins here. We are at River Rocks right here in Rockledge. This is the restaurant called River Rocks, and right out here in front of us is the clam restoration project that's going on. And we're doing our weekly, hopefully, is going to make it daily collection of these Florida crown conchs. We got Danny Beard, his wife Sonia, and a couple volunteers. His daughter's out there. We're going to go out and see how many we can get today. And today, we're going to show you conch etouffee. There's one. There's your Florida crown conch right there. That is what we're out here collecting off of our clam beds out here. That's about the average size of them. Ooh, just found one with my toe down here. And these are actual clam killers, man. They get in here. This is the latest clam beds that we put out, and they get in here real thick, and they just have a fiesta. So we're trying to get as many as we can out to give our clams a fighting chance to survive and clean this water up. These are also known for poor water quality. They thrive in it, well, they taste good too. Last time we had a little camera issue, I didn't get to show you how we cooked them up. We made some great etouffee. That's what we're going to make today. So if y'all can get out here at any time and help get this off, you can take a little piece of. We have these nets out here staked down with these tie downs. You pull a little corner of the net up when you feel them under there. You can reach under there, pull it back, but just make sure they get back down, because you do find a lot of these conchs that are right on top of the net trying to get down in there. And they're also like 4 inches deep in the sand a little bit, so you actually like want to sit there and keep your hands going in there, and you know, you can find them that way. But get out and find them. They're tasty. We'll show you that. All right, guys, what's happening? We are back at the house. We got everything set up. We got our ice bath going here. We got our depulkers I'll show you here in a second. Most importantly, we got our steam going right now. Got them in the 5-gallon bucket over here. Woo, and that's steaming. Just got my glasses done. We're gonna do a few at a time. All these clam killers. All right, folks, so what we're going to do, we're going to leave them in there for about 2 minutes, maybe 2.5. What that does, it kills them real quick, and then what we're going to do, we're going to dump them out and let them cool off so that it'll stop that cooking process, and it'll make that etouffee, get those juices out of there and make it real good. Now what that did, basically all the ones that are on the bottom that got all that hot steam at first for the first minute, those are probably done already. So I shook them up a little bit, get them, you know, kind of turned over, do them for another minute now, and then it'll be time to start cleaning. Nasty little things, but they taste good. All right, folks, 2 minutes is up. Turn that down there so you can hear me a little bit. Oh yeah, they are done. Smells just like conch. Make sure you get your big pot like that, because it works well. One thing you can also do to help cool them off and stop that cooking process is just hose them down real good. Because you don't want to overcook them, because they're going to cook in that etouffee as well. Plus it gets all the mud out of there. Alright, I think they're about all cooled down now. Now comes the fun part. Here. Don't want to put them in the ice bath yet, not till you clean them. But here we go. We will start. We'll see if we can count them. This is a regular old, just a metal shish kebab skewer. And what you want to do with these guys is there's a little line right here that this will go perfect in. It stabs right in the foot and you roll that meat out just like that. Comes out really, really easy. The whole thing comes out. Toss the shell away. You pick his little innards away there. I toss that in the bucket too. And you got you a piece of conch. And what we'll do, we'll go back later and we will take that off right there. I guess if I'm taking the poop sack out, I'll go ahead and put him in the bath. But just one good little bite size of a conch. Once again, it goes right in that hole, stabs him in the foot, and you roll him out. That's how easy it is to clean these things. I thought they were going to be a pain in the butt because we used to use them for bait for black drum. Actually, my son, he caught his biggest sheephead on one of these guys. We found one, and I thought we were going to catch some black drum that day, but it ended up being a 32-inch sheephead. It was huge. Biggest sheephead I think I've ever seen. You got me beat on that one. But, ooh, that's a good one there. Look at the meat on that one. That is pretty amazing though. Lived here my whole life and never knew. Learn something new every day. You can teach an old dog new tricks, huh? All right, we are down to the end now, and it's getting about time to go inside, get out of this heat, and finish up our conchs, get our roux a-going. So, we will see y'all inside. Come back out and clean this up later, but look at all that conch meat. It is amazing. Granted, it's a 5-gallon bucket full and it's a lot of work, but hey, not only are you doing the environment good by getting them clams, you know, a chance to live, you're able to make a tasty dish, man. That is a lot of conch. So, let's go inside. Ow! Pick up your shells, Blair. Ow. Bunch of conch. Well, all right, folks, our conchs are all cooled off. They've been rinsed off a couple of times. Now we got to prep them for the old roux we're fixing to make. We want to make sure that all of that nasty stuff right there is off. Just keep it a pile over there. And this is their foot right here. And what I like to do with their foot is just cut that little piece off right there, because it is real tough. And there you have your conch that's going to go into the dish. And you can actually, ooh, that one needs to be cleaned out a little more. You can chop this up in half, or even quarters, but it just gives you a few little bites of conch, just like that. Put it all in. I got a bunch to do. Now, while the conch was cooling off, we went out and got a bunch of ingredients to cut up. I got 3 bell peppers there, all 3 colors. I got some wheat flour, 2 lemons that I freshly squoze because I don't like that lemon juice out of the bottle. I got basically almost 2 cups of onion right there that I diced up. 1 ghost pepper out of the garden that's going to light this baby up. Got some canola oil to help that roux out, and a bunch of 3 cloves of chopped up minced garlic. And the main ingredient is getting done here. Alright, time to start making our roux, folks. Now I do it a little bit different than a lot of people do out there. That's kind of my homemade little dealio. That is canola oil, about a half a cup. Clam juice. What are we gonna cook next? We definitely want that garlic to simmer longer than anything else. So we got our, got our garlic in there. Try not to make too much of a mess. And this is gonna be a tomato-based type of a roux. So we've got diced tomatoes, they're fire roasted. Start that. You know what, it's real thick, so we're gonna use a chicken stock as well. I couldn't find any fish stock or any shrimp stock. So I'm going to make it as seafoody as I can. So our chicken stock, about half of that. Man, when I cook, you need to follow me because there's a lot of stuff I put in that it goes quick. But I will try to remember everything I'm putting in. And I might even have to go to a bigger pot here. I think I'm going to. Stand by, we're going to a bigger pot. There we go, I got a lot more room in that one. I just love cooking in cast iron now. Ooh, that smells good already. There we go. The hard part's over with now. It's just all simmering stuff now. I might end up using this whole thing. I think I will. Of course, got a little Tony Chachere's we're throwing in there. Just going to give it that seafoody taste. A little Old Bay in there as well. Crushed red peppers. A couple more things we add in just a little bit later, and that's these guys right here, the bell peppers. They cook real quick, but we are going to add the star of the show right here, and this is all that conch. That is a lot of conch. This is going to be some good conch etouffee, I tell you. That's about 3.5, 4 pounds of conch in there. Stir it around good. This is going to be a big old pot of etouffee here. Simmer a little bit. I'm going to add in a little bit more color right here. This is the bell peppers and whatnot. All 3 different types of bell peppers. It just gives it a good color. And one thing I always like to do is taste my roux. And I call this a roux. It's not really your traditional roux. I did get some of the ingredients off online, but just want to taste the broth. Oh yeah. Then we got a good roll going on to the, let's call it etouffee stew. Starting to thicken up, and I'm gonna add my secret ingredient. This is just lump swimming crab meat from Publix. Just puts a little good addition into it. Mix that in. This is regular old wheat flour. Should be good there. And with this conch, if you call it conch etouffee, I'm gonna call it conch etouffee. But cook it about 20 minutes. Add a little bit of that fresh lemon juice in there too. That's always a good addition. Gives it that little bit of a twang taste. Lemon juice and conch is always good. All right, we're gonna let that one simmer for a little bit, 10 to 15 minutes, and we will be done. simmer time. All right, folks, I think it's time. Let's do the ultimate test here and see how our Florida Crown Conch etouffee is turning out. Oh, I'm gonna need that. Man, look at that. That is just absolutely beautiful. That looks like a good chunk right there. But there's conch, crab, green peppers, yellow peppers, red peppers, crushed red pepper for heat. Actually put a ghost pepper in there too. I'm gonna have to let that cool off just a tad here. I think it's gonna be all right. Y'all get out and get you some Florida Crown Conch. That is truly pretty darn good, folks. I'm gonna put the tops back on these. And once again, say thanks to everybody for tuning in. This is my first cooking video. And I know a lot of people have been asking, because anybody that's ever cooked at ate my cooking at the house, they've always said, man, you need to start a cooking channel. So we're gonna dabble in it a little bit and see what we can do. But that etouffee right there is out of this world. Once again, thanks to Starbright, CCA, everybody that got this project off the ground. The clams are doing all right. Got another release coming up here. We're gonna wait till the water cools off a little bit, maybe November, December, and put another few million out there and clean the water up. But that about wraps up the cooking segment. Hope you like it. Enjoy.